Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Um, Another new week, and we are together. And today we're always starting a new week with some very important things. Today's no difference. This Monday. Hi Thea. Hi Janet. Hi Osip. Hi guys. Hi lovely people. I love you. Today we have Connecting the Dots with Sakharoff number 136. How to tighten the grip properly when things go slow. And here we have a kind of that's a built-in a little problem here, or that we can see the problem. Sure, when things go slow, we don't want to tighten the grip, right? We want to do something smart. And that's exactly what we are doing. Right, Oliver, Janet, Osip, Thea, whoever are listening to this live, we want to do things smart. I decided to do this live because in our Russian group, there's a lady called Yelena Vishnipolskaya, and she published this kind of a little essay, I would say, or in form of basically a problem. She wants to find an answer. So what she wrote, I tried to make a translation, fast translation, so I'll try to do my best here. Okay, all my life I shudder at the word regime. It did not start in early childhood. Before school, I had no idea about the regime at all and what it means. I managed to fight off kindergarten with persistence and tears. But at home in my family, there was no practice like breakfast at 8, lunch at 14, dinner at 19. When mom or dad could, when they had time, they prepared food and called my sister and me to the table. 2 grandmothers and 2 grandfathers did not live to see my birth, shot by Stalin, shot by Hitler, and from the Stalin's concentration camp. So there was simply no one to give me food by the clock. In lower grades, I was in for a big shock. On the pages of the textbook, it was said, a communistic textbook, it was said that a student should get out of bed at 7:10 to show up for morning exercises, wash at 7:30, sit down for breakfast at 7:40, and go to the school with a backpack at 8 o'clock. All these directions were illustrated with color pictures in which, like nice folding boys and girls performed their morning activities perfectly. But in this scheme, I found an insidious catch. It did not explain who is preparing breakfast while the child is doing exercises. After all, it's clear that mom cannot cook at this time. She also does exercises. And if she is deprived of charge due to the preparation of breakfast, then this is unfair and smacks of global deception. The second time I experienced a regime shock was when my children were small. I fed them breakfast, took them out for a walk, and then I learned from the conversations of other young mothers that they had prepared dinner for their children in advance. And I just couldn't understand when they had time to cook it. My sons, each in their age, woke up many times every night, so I crawled out of bed completely exhausted. Before the morning walk, I had enough energy and time only to put them in order, feed them, eat myself, clean up after meals, play a little with them, and get ready to go outside. In general, other mothers looked like incredible geniuses in my eyes, and I myself suffered from a feeling of inferiority. And now I am in the third wave of regime problems. Imagine the same bitter feeling lives in me again. There are other members of our group, magically organized, taking food at exactly the right time, always the same, for example at 11 and 16. And there is me, disorganized, who does not work out that way. I really try really hard, but I only have enough to take a normal breakfast and sportswear with me to work in the morning. By about 16 o'clock, I have to go from work to the studio to strengthen the back and body or somewhere else. Moscow is a huge city. I am without a car. The bag is heavy. There are a lot of different trips. And this is how I can fly home in a helicopter at the right time in order to eat the second time on time and correctly. Is it that? It happened that you go to a cafe, but it's unrealistic to eat right there. Even on weekends, I find it difficult because I have to prepare trays of food in advance, drag them with me, and manage to eat my own food in the most unexpected and inappropriate places. And if I stayed at home and someone comes to visit me in the afternoon, it turns that I need to eat in advance. And then sitting next to my guest, drink water. I am on intermittent fasting 16 to 8. Despite all the difficulties, I try to observe it. And after reading my post, you will most likely recommend 1 meal a day, OMAD, to me. Is this the only solution? I will say in advance, stopping all external activities and always running home from work is a really bad option. Okay, guys, again, I believe that in our English group, there are some people that would find a connection with this post of Yelena and find it also hard to organize the day as all the perfect people do in our group. The first thing, there's no perfect people in our group. You see, all of us, we are ourselves. We are different from all the others. Some people are more organized, some people are less organized. Do not compare. That's the first thing. Learn to love yourself. That's the first thing I want to say. And in order to do the SMART process, you need to start basically loving yourself. That's the absolutely first thing. So the second thing is, you see, the word regime, it's not a nice word. I don't really like this word, but if you can give me another word instead of regime, I would use it. But regime for me came out because I'm dealing with cancer on our oncology program, and everyone with cancer on my program, it's 3rd and 4th stage cancer, and I need to help people save themselves, right? And in this situation, they need 12-4, 12-4, 12-4, 12-4, which means we're optimizing ghrelin and leptin sensitivity, which are the first hormones, and then downstream they optimize insulin sensitivity, which downstream optimizes many pathways for reversing cancer. And that's how we work. So it all depends on the situation. And when people have cancer, very often they accept the word regime. In some other situations, we are not pushed to accept this word yet, and it's good. It's not a problem. And there's a routine. Yes, a routine. Thank you, Steve. A routine. It's a good word. But I'm grown up in a communist country in Russia, Soviet Union. So word regime for me is still there. It's called rежим дня. And for me, it sounds okay. Rежим дня means it's not just a routine. Maybe schedule is a good one, but rежим, it's more straight, more without left or right, it's done. It's given. It's given. Okay, it's planned, and you have to implement it into routines. You have to find routines, schedule, very good. Rhythm, it's a very nice rhythm of the day, yes, but, well, regime for Misha Sakharov, sometimes. Okay, but you see, another situation, no need to force things. Also, when you have, when the way we work with the oncology, we're not forcing things, we're implementing a smart process. And OMAD, 1 meal a day, especially in stressed situations, is not an answer, at least right away. So when you have optimized your energy efficiency, efficiency coefficient, energy efficient coefficient, then it's okay. So what I want to tell you, how do we do that? We have the protocol, and we have this here. You see the triangle. It's the allostatic resilience triangle. So how do we do? The first thing, it's energy intake efficiency, and then energy, how do we call it? Energy distribution efficiency, right? So that's what that's energy coefficient we are optimizing. And when we have we optimize, we can go into OMAD. But the thing is, we need to feel good, stable energy throughout the day. And what is the SMART process? The first one I want to tell is, well, first I want to thank all of the people in the Russian group. Well, they helped Yelena very much by writing very big answers, very inspiring about their own situations. And that's what I like with our program, that the people are together. We're building a community here where people just care about each other. And that was so nice to see. There were so many caring answers. So from myself, I used to be very regime kind of a person. So rhythm I like even better. Thank you, Osip. A routine. Yeah, so what I will do, I would do smart process, smart routine, smart rhythm, smart schedule, whatever. The first thing, go to bed earlier. That's where the energy begins. Okay? And it's very important. Do not, in order to work, make melatonin work at night, so you can sleep well, you can fall asleep very fast. You have to have curtains, you have to have blackouted your the place where you sleep, the sleeping the room. Not watch TV in the evening. Listen to the music, read books. Do not look at the smartphone screen, blue light screens, no way. So if you really want to optimize your energy, start with the evening. Go to bed earlier. Second thing, eat correctly. Start eating correctly more and more, enter the ketosis, because it really gives the energy surplus, and you will really feel the difference. So ask specifically about ketosis and breathing on our Q&A sessions. Talk about it. Implement it. Okay? And all of us, we will help you if you have these struggles. So, prepare if you are working and you have to go somewhere. Prepare to eat twice a day, and if you don't have a place, a good canteen, so find something. Take a breakfast with you. I used to tell people, find a very, very nice, like stainless steel box, breakfast box. And I bought this one like this for my girlfriend's daughter because we wanted her to eat in a better breakfast at school. And she said, oh, they are not nice. So what we said, we started implementing very nice meat for her in this box and putting it in this box. So basically for her, it's a kind of a, I don't know if call it fetish or not, but it's nice to take from your bag for her this nice, very nice stainless steel box, shiny box, and open it and eat something. So it's easier to kind of it's easier to establish a routine when you have some new things like that, some shiny things like that. It's good for you. So you just remember that you love yourself and you do the best for yourself every day. That's the thing. So prepare from the evening. Okay, take some rests. Take some food rests. And put it in this box. Okay, and then it's easy for you to take it in the morning. And I just remember when Leo, my younger son, he was professional football soccer player until the age of 19 when he stopped because of an injury. So and these athletes, young athletes, they eat like, I used to make breakfast like that for him to take. They used to train every single day, like 6 days a week normally with 1 day off, but very often 7 days a week. So hard training, very hard training, so he had to eat a lot. So I used to, most parents, he's saying, Papa, I'm so happy that you're doing it in the morning when you get up half an hour earlier, especially to make my breakfast. So I used half an hour to make this breakfast for him. When in the days, like for 12, 14 years ago, when he was young and we were eating black bread, rye bread. So I used to do it with rye bread, and he used to say, okay, bread kind of spoiled if you do it in the evening before, so it has to be in the fridge during the night, so it becomes, like sloppy and with some watery, and it's really not nice. So he said always, Papa, I'm so happy you do it in the morning. So, but then when I learned about meat, and so I made different food with meat and vegetables the evening before that. So I started giving him like whole foods, nice foods, and no bread, doing it the evening before. So the main thing is to remember that the process is slow. Make yourself reminders. Be content with little progress. So notice the slightest improvement and give yourself a hug. Give yourself there's one in the shoulder, and smile always in the morning when you get up. And again, there was a question. I need to eat in advance and then sitting next to my guest drink water when I have some guests in my house. No, absolutely. You having guests maybe once a week or maybe twice a week. So make an exclusion from the rules. It's not a problem at all. So enjoy your life. Also, it's a part of the regime. So you need to do some procrastinations or fall off the wagon once a week. It's okay. It's okay, especially if it's not cancer and it's not like 4-stage, very aggressive things. Not a problem at all. That's what we say. That's the we call it training allostatic resilience or hormesis. You do things wrong once a week to train yourself to recover, right? So it's good, not a problem. And another thing, what I told Yelena is actually the backpack. And the backpack is because she's saying she has the bag which is weighs a ton, and I say, okay, use not a bag, but use a like this backpack. Always a backpack. That's a one from Haglöfs, a Swedish one, and I travel around the world with this one. Well, traveled, stopped a year ago. I used to travel every month, and inside of this big backpack, where I can pack everything I need, I have a running backpack because I used to, it makes you feel free. It's a very, very nice, it's called tight model, especially for runners, okay? And these backpacks, they make me feel free. So if you have a ton of things that you don't have no car and you have to travel every day to work, so invest in very good backpack, very high quality backpack. That's the thing. Okay, and then I found a piece of poetry, very touching piece of poetry, just to remember, guys, that it's a story that we are going through, all of us, with aging, and that we need to still take more and more responsibility for ourselves, especially when we age. Yeah. So this is a little, I warn you, this is a touching piece of poetry written by Russian author Malvina Matrasova. Just says, yes, we need to look for support. And this is how our group is conceived. This is how our group is made. Search for support if you have big problems in your life. Write it. Here, people will give some ideas, will help. That's why we are in this group. Okay, to this piece of poetry. The girl is 3. She rides around her dad's, sitting on her dad's neck. From above, everything is seen in a completely different way than from below. Dad does not believe that she will grow up soon. Dad is ready to embody any whims in life. The girl is 6. It is comfortable on her daddy's knees. He gave her a puppy and a large candy. Dad is prickly like a hedgehog and like a huge bear. Dad knows how and knows everything in general. The girl is 10 and she wanted lipstick. Stole it from her mother. Painted pink lips. Dad is cursed. He shouted that this should not be done. Dad knows how to be both angry and rude. The girl is soon 15. She has matured. In her purse there's a pack of essays in a hidden pocket. Dad yesterday offered to ride on the neck. The girl shorted. You can't stand it, old one. The girl smokes through the window and cut off her bangs. The girl wants a tattoo and to travel to Egypt with a friend. For some reason, Dad took out a New Year tree. The girl has not needed this for a long time. The girl is 20. She spent the night not at home. Dad called 500 times or maybe more. The girl did not answer the phone all night. Dad didn't sleep for a minute tonight. In the morning, she arrived. Dad was shouting and cursing. The girl was angry in response and threw things. The girl is an adult, so her passport says. The girl can be wherever she wants at night. The girl is married. She rarely sees her dad. Dad is gray-haired, gave her a big candy. Daddy cried a little with happiness today. His daughter said that he was turning into a grandfather. The girl is 30. She wants to go to her father's neck. I would like a tree, a candy, and a pink bow. The girl sees how mom and dad are getting old, keeps a smoothed wrapper from candy in a book. The girl is very tired and cries at night. Dad calls every day, worried about his granddaughter. The girl wants to return to the beginning, even for a day. The girl wants to go home, wants to go to her dad's hands. Girl is a woman now, with red lipstick and nail polish. The girl loves cognac and watching melodramas. Dad called and cried pitifully like an old man. At night, their mother was taken to the hospital in a carriage. Mom recovered. The girl is walking around the kitchen. It smells of drugs and something lusciously sweet. The girl knows that everything will surely collapse. The girl wants to take it and run away without looking back into the world where they know how to turn back time, where all dreams and whims come true. where she goes, as in childhood, Dad has on his neck, and she can see everything in a completely different way than from below. Yeah. Sad one, but it's a matter of fact. We are growing older, we are aging, and the responsibility is ours. So guys, use this group for support. This is how our group is thought. This is how it is to be used. I love you. Now let's go to work. Have a nice week. And remember the questions to our Q&A tomorrow.